Last week, we had the Republican candidate Holly Conright, we had Conservative candidate Vince Bradley Jr., and we asked them to please tell the folks, what are your qualifications for Ulster County DA? Why do you think you're the best qualified candidate?
Well, I'm the most qualified candidate. I'm the best choice for district attorney for a number of reasons. First of all, I have the broadest range of practical experience. I began my career as a prosecutor in the Bronx County District Attorney's Office. I spent 5.5 years there. I believe, that says it all in terms of experience prosecuting serious crime, prosecuting violent crime, which is what I did. I worked my way up in that office to a senior bureau prosecuting violent felonies, where I was able to try approximately 30 cases to verdict, jury verdict. My experience in that office led me to deal not only with street crime, but also with administering and leading other assistant district attorneys. I have gone on not only to be a civil practitioner. I represented asbestos victims for about 3 years with a firm in New York City, practiced all over the country in doing that. I've also, since coming up to the Hudson Valley, moving my practice here in 2002, I've practiced and tried cases in just about every court in this jurisdiction, the local courts, the family court, county court, and Supreme Court. My experience is not simply as a prosecutor. I've seen both sides of the law, and I think that's important.
How do you mean that, Jonathan?
Well, I think it's very important because when I first left the DA's office, I know I left and said, I am never going to be a defense lawyer. I could never see myself doing that. But I think that it is critical in the criminal justice system to understand both sides in terms of the legal work that you're doing. I think it's critical to understand the importance of due process of law and seeing it from both sides. First of all, it's like having the other team's playbook. And I know and can anticipate the strategies and the philosophies behind the defenses. As a defense lawyer, I think it works well for me, having been a former prosecutor. But I think it's important to know it's not simply a matter of knowing what your opponent is going to do, but it's a matter of understanding what is going to make the gears turn in the system.
Now, your current position is what?
Well, I have my own practice in New Paltz, but I am also a part-time assistant public defender. I handle county court cases, which means that I take them after indictment and to trial.
What would you do as DA to help with the Midtown crime problem in Kingston?
We need to prosecute crime more efficiently and more effectively. I think that the police are doing an excellent job. I think that they are their training and their technological advances are assisting them to move forward. I think the DA's office needs to catch up with that. But in terms of on the ground, what are we going to do in the DA's office? I think there are a number of different things that can be done. We need to be aggressive with street crime. Now, I think that one of the examples I'll give here is this. We need to be more practical in our solutions. For instance, prostitution. The trade in Midtown right now. It's one thing to lock people up, to lock up the people who are committing the crime of prostitution. It's another thing even to lock up the people that are soliciting prostitution. But I don't think that's enough of a deterrent. I think it's important to get at the root causes of crime. And the example in that situation would be, in New York City, they were very successful employing a program known as Operation Losing Proposition. So losing proposition basically says that the automobiles that are the instrumentality of the crime, when the Johns come up and solicit prostitutes, when they are being arrested, the automobiles are being seized as an instrumentality of the crime, and therefore an asset forfeiture. That's the type of thing. It's one thing to lock people up. It's another thing to hit them, in their pocketbook.